this is a gut. We're going to strip at the sticks and start again. So hopefully, by the time Tim and Jessica come back, it'll be looking like a new kitchen.
Oh, Jessica's here. She just... What's that? She needs some toilet... Do you have toilet paper?
No, I didn't. I forgot my roll in the other bathroom.
Just use the Kleenex. We gotta fix that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You think, Dave Rannala? Holy. How long was that hole in the ceiling?
Holy is a good word. As far as I know, it was multiple years, so more than one.
Okay, so the name of the program is I Wrecked My House.
I Wrecked My House.
And you're the main contractor on said show.
I'm the main contractor on the show. Steve Patterson is the host, and we have a lot of fun fixing DIY disasters.
A little bit of comedy, a lot of great tips, and a big reveal at the end of every show?
Absolutely.
Yeah? So, okay, let's talk about your worst nightmares. What have you walked in on?
Worst nightmares? Well, it seems like every house we cast has something that's horrific that I got to deal with, and me and the Carsons have to sort out. The worst, I gotta say, would be the buried electrical wire that the homeowner had done a reno and driven a nail through the wire, caused a fire inside the wall that went unknown to everybody.
Yeah.
People sleeping upstairs, so we ripped it open. You could see it burned the stud. It was, I mean, it could have been an absolute disaster.
No kidding. That's scary. Okay, so you go in, you're demoing. Okay, this episode that you're stripping it back to the stud, right? You said?
Correct.
How much time are you given to redo it? Is this over however long it takes, or are you on some kind of time crunch?
Definitely tight timelines. Me and the producer, Derek Miller, heck of a good guy. We've had some serious conversations at times over what we've committed to for timeline-wise. It's a real tight timeline, and we don't have 100 people at our disposal to get it done. So it's we do have a tight crew. We work well together, but typically it's almost unrealistic in some cases.
And anybody who's done a renovation ever knows that you go in with the best of intentions of getting it done on a timeline, and then it often takes 50% longer because you find more things, and that's not the fault of anybody, but the fact that it just is what it is.
Like shoes and newspapers and wires that have been starting fires in the walls.
Oh my gosh. So what are the biggest mistakes you see in DIYs when it comes to just Joe Public like me? Like, I'm a total DIY phobe. I will repair things, but I'm not comfortable with, I've got friends who are like, oh, I'm gonna demolition the fireplace. I'm gonna re-brick it.
That just sounds like a bad idea. No offense.
It is a bad idea.
I think, yeah, I mean, people definitely can paint. Some of the new, they've got some great new vinyl flooring products, as long as they do their homework on how to prep the floor properly.
Right.
The application is pretty easy as long as you start straight and square. Most people don't quite understand what straight or square is. That could be the first problem. They shouldn't be doing that job, but if they understand that much, they could probably get away with it.
Right, you need the proper tools. And when you do get into trouble, you got to call the professionals. How do we vet a great contractor? Where do we go? How do we find Dave Rannala?
Well, I mean, you can go to my website at www.rannala.ca.
And are you local?
Based out of Victoria. Yeah.
Sweet.
So,
can you hear those dings, Dave? Can you hear those dings? That's your website getting hit.
I think that first thing, I would talk to people that have done renovations that you like the work, and then they're going to have a little bit of feedback for you on their contractor. Word of mouth is always the best way to go, in my estimation, because you have a first-hand account of who's done the work. If they did a good job, are the people happy at the end of the day? Right.
You get a quote. Do you get multiple quotes? You always check people because there's nowhere to go to say, hey, this is how much a fence costs.
Exactly. Definitely get more than one. Probably don't waste your time getting 10.
Right.
But 2 or 3 is probably, acceptable.
I Wrecked My House is on HGTV when?
HGTV. It's every Tuesday, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Glad to have you on, Dave. Come back anytime and visit us. Love it.